Welcome, 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 guys, girls, everyone. Welcome, welcome to another episode of The Real Samantha. Welcome, so glad to see you guys. Come on in this room, okay? So today I want to talk about being fired, right? You walk into work, you realize that you know what? Something's not right. They call you into the office, they give you that slip, they let you know your services are no longer needed, and this is going to be your last day. You got to turn in your keys, your uniform, whatever the case may be, and you walk away feeling angry, right? A lot of us will experience being angry in a situation like that. So I want to first talk to you about a situation that happened to me when I was fired, right, from a job. I know me, right? Happy on me. Basically, I was working at a company. I was with the company, I want to say, for about 6 months, 7 months. And one of the managers I used to work with had actually left the company and went to a different company. So he reached out to me and he said, well, Samantha, you know, there's a position in the company that I'm in. They're offering more money. You don't have to work weekends. You can spend your weekends with your family, things like that. And I want you to work with me. Come with me. So I told him, give me some time, give me a day or two to think about it, and I'll let you know, right? So 2 days went by, 3 days went by. I'm like, Dag, okay. Because for me, I felt like I needed some time to figure out where I was. You know, did I really want to leave the company that I just started with? You know, the company I was currently with at the time was new to New York, right? It was a company that was new to New York, and they really didn't have like a following or anything like that. Now, the company that the manager wanted me to work with him with was around for many years, right? They were well known, lots of clients and things like that. And so I decided to go. I called them. I said, yes, put me in, bring me in. When can I come for the interview and things like that? So, of course, I got the job. Okay. Now, this is why I say that communication is key. Doing research is key. And just knowing what your responsibilities are is key. What happened in my situation when I moved to the new company was I had just had a baby, right? And we ended up that my son had got sick. So with that being said, I ended up telling the manager who I work with, my friend, that my son is sick and I won't be able to come in for the next 2 days, right? So their policy was that you have to bring a doctor's note, one, and you're supposed to inform your next level management, right? Now, my friend who was the manager was over the manager that I needed to report to, right? So I figured, you know what? This is my friend. He's going to look out for me. He's going to, you know, watch my back. He knows that, you know, I wouldn't normally do nothing like this, that, and the third, right? So it ended up one day I came in to work, ready to work, everything like that. I'm dressed in my uniform and everything. And I got called to the office. Now, the building I was in was separate from the office. Basically, I had to travel from the building that I was in to another building, right? To, I want to say, at the second floor. So I'm in there, and the manager who brought me with him, or who moved me to the company with him, was also there. You know, so I'm like, okay, what's going on, right? So I look at the manager who brought me in because I'm like, you know, what is this about? Now, normally when they bring you to this particular building, to this particular office, they're giving you an award, right? You're getting awarded some kind of gift card, or they're giving you money or increase your salary, things like that. So I thought that it was something nice because I figured, you know, I've been working hard and I know I deserve something nice, you know, so I thought this was that kind of party. No. The lady who sat me down, she told me to have a seat, so I had a seat. She's like, oh, so you were out for 2 days. And I said, yes, I was out for 2 days. She says, well, you know, we never received a doctor's note from you. So I said, okay, I can get you one, you know, no problem. And she says, well, you know, it's too late for you to give me the letter. So I'm like, okay. So I said, well, I didn't quite understand your time and attendance policy, but you know, I know that in any regular job, you know, I'm granted a some time for family emergency, right? I went through a family emergency. And I said, as you know, my friend here, I had spoke to him one-on-one on the phone, and I let him know that I won't be in for the next 2 days. So she turns around and say, well, did you talk to X, Y, and Z? So I said, well, X, Y, and Z is under my friend here, So she goes, it doesn't work like that, and unfortunately, we have to let you go. So as I mentioned before, in this situation, I had just had a baby. So, of course, I was devastated. I was shocked. I was hurt because I thought a friend of mine had my back, and which he really didn't, and he didn't speak up in the meeting at all. He didn't say, this is my friend. This is, someone I brought here. I know what kind of work she does, what kind of work does she like to do. She's friendly. She looks out for people. She's not this a type of person that would like to call out. He didn't say a word, right? So I got my pink slip. What I did was I shook hands with her and I said, thank you so much for the time and the training that you gave to me. And I'm so sorry that this didn't work out. This relationship didn't work out with the company. But things happen and I'll be moving on. And thank you so much. I leave the office. So now I'm on my way home. I'm on my way home on the bus, and of course, you cry. I cried a little bit. I'm like, okay, I didn't do anything wrong, but maybe I did do something wrong in terms of not communicating the way I was supposed to. But then again, no one ever told me, to talk to this particular person. So I basically I didn't know. So of course, I was on the bus crying. I was hurt and everything like that coming home. So I had to, talk to my partner, let him know that, this is what happened to me. He was hurt for me. He tried to cheer me up, bought me all these different things and stuff like that, But at the end of the day, I pulled myself out of it, right? So I want to talk to you today about how to pull yourself out of something devastating like that, right? Because I don't want nobody else to go through nothing like that. And I want you guys to continue to be happy and healthy. And I want you to, again, look at my video and get inspiration and whether, hopefully this will help you. So let me explain what I did. First thing I did was, once I got myself together, cried the tears out, I said, you know what? This is not the end of the world. This is only one company. So that's something I want you guys to keep in mind, that, if you ever get terminated or fired from a company, understand that that's not the only company in the world, right? What I want you also to understand is that it's important that you make friends and communicate with people on your jobs, right? Because you never know. This can happen to anyone, right? So the first thing I want to talk to you about of things what I did was talk to my friends and family, right? So I talked to my friends and family who basically were friends of mine when I was at work or at that company, right? Because I'm a very social person, so I make friends very easy and things like that. So I still reached out to them. What I did was I reached out to them. I got their telephone numbers and everything like that. I explained to them what happened. Of course, some of them were shocked. Some of them was devastated. They're like, oh, Samantha, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to see you every day, this, that, and the third, How can I help? So, okay, that's what you want to hear. Those are friends. So not to use your friends, you want to explain to them what's going on, give them your contact number, let them, and ask them directly, is it okay if I use you as a reference? I want to use you as a reference because I want to move on to possibly work for a different company. And I want to know if it's okay from you, whether you want to send me a letter of recommendation, or would you mind being my if it's okay if I put you down as a reference, right? Okay, once you do that, you made all your connections and things like that, you want to move on, and you want to try to get a copy of your responsibilities while you were in that role, right? And there's a reason for I'm telling you to do that, because sometimes when you re-updating your resume and things like that, you forget some of the things that you have done at that company, So what I want you to try to do is get a copy of your responsibilities in your while you were there, things that you did, initiatives that you took while you were at the company. And I want you to write it down and put it into a folder. Write down all the things that you did, all the awards that you ever gotten. I want you to gather those things up and put them into a portfolio folder, okay? Now, in the end, I want to tell you the reason why I want you to do that, okay? The next thing you want to do is revise and update your resume. You need to revise and update your resume because, again, you just lost your job. So you want to figure out, okay, I'm going to need something to try to, sell myself at the next company that I go to. So you want to make sure that you pull your last resume, get it updated. You want to make sure that your time dates is up to par. A lot of companies look at the time spacing between one company to another. So I want you to make sure that you are checking your dates, right, on your resume. You want to make sure that you put your most recent job down to the furthest. So the most recent, the one before that, and so on and so forth, right? And again, you can put your references down, things like that. And then also what you want to do after you revise your resume, you want to make a list or have a copy of all your references on one sheet, right? And there's a reason why I'm telling you about that, because you can attach that to your resume like as another sheet, and you can also make a cover letter, right? So it should be 3 sheets normally in a portfolio. What I like to also do, like I said, is carry my awards and my my accolades, emails, and anything like that you received in terms of congratulations, or you helped, you were like #1 in customer service or something like that. Those little things you want to put together into one folder, okay? Listen to me, one folder. Cover letter, resume, references, awards. So like 4 things, right? Okay. The next thing you want to do is go to your closet and you want to make sure you have the basic interview outfit, right? So we're going to talk a little bit for the girls and a little bit for the guys. For the girls, you're supposed to have, or you should have, 1 black business suit, okay? And I want to say a pair of black shoes. It could be high heels, it could be flats, it could be a kitty heel. You want to make sure you have something to hold your resume, basically your portfolio in. So I want to say, like, if you have a nice size bag or like a messenger bag or something like that, you want to have something where you can put your folder into, right? A nice size bag, ladies, right? Get your hair together, get you a nice, if you wear wigs, put a nice wig. If you wear braids, get your hair, try to keep your hair simple but nice, right? Minimum makeup, right? So you want to go through all these things in terms of your wardrobe. Go through your wardrobe, figure out even if it's just a black shirt, black pants, right? Black button-down shirt. For the guys, make sure your haircut is nice and fresh, right? If you could. But again, you just lost your job, so you might be a little bit scruffed, but get a lineup or something like that. Button-down shirt, white button-down shirt. Get some khaki pants or black pants, basic black shoe, right? You don't want to wear no sneakers to the next interview. You want to wear a nice, basic black shoe, okay? So again, go. You guys go, ladies and gentlemen, go to your wardrobe, see what you have that's basic, which you can wear to your next interview, right? So go to your wardrobe. The next thing you want to do is check your attitude, okay? When something devastating to you happens to you, or something devastating, or something that you didn't see coming, right? A lot of times you hold on to a lot of anger, right? You want to put that anger aside and focus on the fact that, guess what? You now have lost your income, right? And so you need to change your personality or your attitude to something more positive. So if you like listen to music, listen to your music, dance, eat what you like to eat, right? And at the same time, you want to make sure that you're keeping your positive attitude, right? Because it's very important. You don't want to talk about your experience of being terminated at your new job. You don't never want to put down your previous manager or your previous employer. You don't want to do that, okay? So I just want to put that out there.